afternoon, Your Excellency, Dr. Nadia Feta, the Minister of Economy and Finance, my dear sister. I want to say thank you for the hospitality, and through you, I would like to express my gratitude on behalf of everybody that is there to the government and the people of Morocco. You know, every time I come here, the hospitality is just amazing. So thank you very much, like everybody has been saying. Excellencies, representatives of heads of state and government, honorable ministers, my own dear brother, Dr. Akuyemi Adesina, the president of the African Development Bank Group and chairman of the Africa Investment Forum, your wonderful, I shouldn't say better half, but significant half, you know, my sister Grace. Thank you very much for supporting my brother. The senior members of the African Development Bank, distinguished leaders of development finance institutions, multilateral development banks, and private sector executives, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. As I stand here today in this room, filled with visionaries, trailblazers, and leaders shaping Africa's future, I feel humbled and energized. What unites us here is not just a shared ambition, but a shared responsibility to unlock Africa's potential and set it firmly on the path to prosperity. Africa is moving. Goods are moving. Ideas are moving. Money is flowing. People are traveling. Education is reaching across borders, and our youngest and youngest entrepreneurs are showing us the way through digital platforms and social media. These flows, ladies and gentlemen, represent the heartbeat of Africa. Our role is to make sure it beats stronger and faster, and that every corner of this continent feels its pulse. It's therefore both a privilege and a duty to speak to you today about regional economic corridors as pathways to connectivity and transformation. But first and foremost, I would like to convey my profound appreciation and congratulations to President Adesina and the African Development Bank for convening this transformative platform, which showcases Africa's vision, ambition, and determination to unlock its vast potential. Mr. President, my dear brother, your visionary leadership has unified us to forge partnerships and close deals that have the power to redefine the investment landscape across Africa. Please join me in celebrating Dr. Adesina's transformative leadership at the African Development Bank. His visionary efforts and infectious optimism have left a profound and tangible impact across the African continent and beyond. Thank you, my brother, for your selfless and relentless efforts, among many others, for this groundbreaking initiative, and congratulations to you. I really think that you have made such a remarkable, phenomenal, fundamental shift in terms of our thinking, but in terms of moving the development of this continent. I want to say thank you very much and want to assure you that your legacy will live forever. If I were in the audience, I would give you a standing ovation. So, Truly, truly you are a transformative leader, a servant leader, and we owe you a lot. Today, I feel the power of connectivity from PIDA Week to the African Investment Forum. I come to you today directly from Addis Ababa, where we just concluded the 8th PIDA Week, a gathering of over 1,000 participants from across the globe, heads of states, ministers, private sector, leaders, and partners. Together, we celebrated the remarkable strides made through the Program for Infrastructure Development in Africa, the PIDA, which connects Africa not just physically, but economically, socially, and intellectually. And we analyzed, discussed, and committed to the development of the 69 projects under PIDA PAP 2. This integrated corridor approach focuses on transport, energy, digital connectivity, and industrial hubs, while considering job creation, urban-rural connectivity, and climate resilience. We saw how corridors like the North-South corridor are transforming lives, helping farmers in Zambia move their goods to markets in South Africa faster and at lower costs. With partners, with all of you, and some of you have already participated in this, over 100 one-stop border posts have been planned or operationalized across Africa, dramatically reducing clearance times and fostering intra-African trade. For instance, the Chirundu OSBP between Zambia and Zimbabwe has cut vehicle clearance times, which took 7 to 10 days, to just 2 hours. Similarly, the Sinkanze OSBP between Burkina Faso and Togo reduced border crossing time from 2 days in 2011 to under 4 hours by 2018. But this is just the beginning. With PIDA's integrated approach, linking transport, energy, digital connectivity, and industrial hubs, the integrated corridor and its approach is the proof that when we connect Africa, we empower Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, building on the momentum of PIDA Week and the AIF of this week, I am honored to announce that our DANEPAD, together with ADB, will host the 3rd Dakar Financing Summit on Infrastructure in the 3rd quarter of 2025. This summit, as usual, will bring together governments, private investors, and development finance institutions to mobilize the resources needed to unlock Africa's corridors. We will focus on transformative projects that connect nations and create ecosystems where goods, ideas, people, and money flow freely. This is a call to action for every investor in this room. This is your opportunity to be part of Africa's story, a story of growth, a story of resilience, and a story of innovation. Our children, youngest generation, have already shown us the way. Across social media platforms, they are building digital corridors, connecting businesses, sharing ideas, and creating communities without borders. We must follow their lead and translate this digital energy into physical infrastructure. Imagine this: a young designer in Dakar collaborating with a developer in Kigali to launch a business. A tech startup in Lagos shares ideas with innovators in Nairobi, facilitated by fast, affordable broadband across Africa. Goods moving seamlessly from the ports of Mombasa to the hinterlands of Uganda and the industrial hubs of Kinshasa, thanks to the fully integrated transport and energy corridors. This is the Africa we are building. The vision is to build an Africa that is connected, and united, and not divided. Today, Africa is home to some of the world's youngest, most vibrant minds. But for these minds to flourish, they need roads, rails, and energy. They need policies that foster innovation, education that knows no borders, and systems that allow businesses to scale across the continent. At our NEPAD, we are working to make this vision a reality. Through partnerships with ADB, the EU, Japan, Germany, and all the financial institutions here and the private sector, we are championing initiatives like the Continental Power Master Plan, creating a unified electricity market, the Green Infrastructure Corridors Program, driving sustainable development, expanding our digital corridors to power borderless education and trade. We are not just building roads and ports. We are also creating opportunities, value chains, and unlocking Africa's potential. To fully realize this vision, we must focus on 3 critical pillars, and we are working hard on this together with you. The first one is harmonized policies. Seamless trade and movement require unified regulatory frameworks. The second one is innovative financing. Public funds alone are not enough. We must attract private capital and foster public-private partnerships, and for this, we're working with member states to create a conducive environment. The third one is inclusion of women and youth. Africa's transformation must include 70% and plus of its citizens, the women and youth. Programs like the $1 billion 2030 Women and Youth Financial and Economic Inclusion Initiative ensure their voices are part of the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa is ready. Africa is ready. The question is, are you ready to invest? Invest in the corridors that will connect our businesses and communities. Invest in the digital and physical systems that will power our industries. Invest in education, innovation, and the free flow of goods, ideas, and people. The 2025 Dakar Financing Summit will be a defining moment for Africa. It will be your chance to shape the future, not just for the continent, but for the global economy. Let's work together to turn Africa's potential into wealth for all. Let us transform our corridors into vehicles of prosperity. And let us build an Africa where connections drive opportunities, where trade fosters unity, and where dreams become realities without borders. The time is now. The opportunity is Africa. Please join us. Thank you very much.